Hey guys, welcome back to episode 10 of the podcast. Today, we will be talking about our bracket and all the upsets that happened and how our Final Four is looking. We're talking also about, this is so terrible, but I'm just going to keep power through, the NFL and free agency stuff, signings, all that type of stuff. Most importantly, though, the WBC. What an exciting tournament. But before all that, Aiden, you ready for spring break?
Yes, I'm ready to get. I'm ready to just go to a warm place. Ready for
where are you
summer.
going, Aiden? Where are you going?
Mexico.
Nice, that's fun.
It's supposed to be like 90 every day there.
I don't have a passport, so I couldn't go.
I'll just take you in my suitcase.
Yeah, perfect. Am I frozen, by the way?
No, you're good. You're drinking your protein shake.
Yep, gotta get big.
Where are you going for spring break?
Going to the gym. Just kidding. I'm going to Florida.
We all know that was a lie.
I'm going to Florida. Specifically Destin.
Mm-hmm.
And the Airbnb we have is right, like it's in like a gated community, and at like the clubhouse there's a gym, so I gotta pump some iron while I'm there. Yeah. No days off.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go to a hotel gym. I feel like hotel gyms are pretty bad usually.
Yeah, those are not good, but nobody cares. Work harder. That's the old saying. Nobody cares. I even have a bracelet. It's not on because I had baseball yesterday and I forgot to put it back on. But nobody cares. Work harder. Nobody cares. Work harder. That was the plan of some of these 16 seeds, 15 seeds, 14 seeds making upsets and making it to the Sweet 16 in this year's NCAA men's tournament, also known as March Madness. So, what were your favorite upsets of the tournament?
So I'll pick, the biggest are Princeton. They're in the Sweet 16. They beat Arizona, number 2, Arizona, in the first round. And then they beat Missouri in the second round. So they're in the Sweet 16. And then FDU upset number 1 Purdue, which was huge. Now they lost in the second round, but that was another big upset. Yeah. But Princeton, it's kind of crazy that I remember seeing them they made the March Madness. They're all hyped up, but it definitely carried over to the tournament.
Yeah, and the Furman, Virginia game was also, that was a crazy game too.
Furman, yep. Arkansas upset Kansas. So 2 number 1 seeds are out. Purdue and Kansas are gone. Also 2 number 2 seeds are out. Arizona and Marquette. So a lot of upsets.
I forgot about that one. The Marquette game was. Yeah,
Tom Izzo and Michigan State, they were ready for that game. It was.
Yeah.
If Michigan State plays every game like they did against Marquette, I would not be surprised if they make it to the Final Four.
Yeah. And also, this isn't a big one, but Pitt was in the play-in tournament, and they won that game, and then they beat Iowa State, and I'm pretty sure they lost. They lost, yeah. But
no, they made a good run.
Yeah.
Another one I was a bit surprised about, and I went back and forth. I have a lot of brackets that I did, and a few of them I had Tennessee in the championship, and Tennessee ended up beating Duke, and Duke they were red hot until they lost to Tennessee, and Tennessee locked up Duke like crazy. So I would not be surprised because Marquette's gone in that bracket. I would not be surprised if you see Tennessee representing that the East side of the bracket. They're representing the Final Four for the East. I would not be surprised.
Creighton took care of business against Baylor. I did not see that coming.
I picked it, actually.
You did, yeah. You had it coming. I did not.
I knew Creighton. I thought Creighton was better.
And the fact that... Sorry.
Oh, no, I just watched Creighton throughout the year, and they've been pretty good. And they started out the season, they were the first few weeks of the season, they were ranked, I think, up to like number 6 or 5 in the nation. So they were up there in the rankings.
Yeah. The fact that a 9 seed FAU is in the Sweet 16 is pretty cool too. I mean,
Yeah, no, that is cool. Well, they didn't have to go through Purdue because Purdue blew it. And living in Indiana, it was like a realization that Indiana schools stink at basketball. Indiana lost in the second round. Purdue lost in the first round.
Yeah.
Like, we're supposed to be a basketball state, but we're not really representing that well.
The FAU Tennessee game is going to be fun though because the 9 seed and like you're saying, the Tennessee team that's hot. That'll be a game to check out.
Yeah,
And
Tennessee.
Michigan State. Stop it! That's me. That's on me. I'm frustrated at myself. I keep interrupting. You go. Your turn to share.
Tennessee though, they played lockup defense against Duke, and I didn't watch them play Louisiana in their first round game, so I didn't really pay attention. But they played Duke. They locked up Duke, and if they keep locking up teams defensively, I mean, if you do good on defense, you're gonna eventually shots will go down on the offensive side. So it'll be a good matchup. But I'm excited to watch Tennessee and their defense perform.
Yeah, for sure. Kansas State, Michigan State, mentioned that game. That will be a great game with Michigan State being as hot as they are.
Yeah.
But that Kansas State game, that was a good game.
Against Kentucky, yeah.
I really enjoyed that game. It was a 6-point game at the end, but it was close the whole way.
Oh, yeah.
And who came back? What? There was a team that was like down 10 and came back and won it. Was that Xavier?
No, Xavier smoked Pitt.
Oh, okay.
They smoked them.
I forget who it was, but one team. It might have been Gonzaga TCU.
You might be right. I know Gonzaga was down a little bit.
Yeah, they were okay. So they were down 5.
5, yeah. Gonzaga is a good team. Drew Timme is so good.
Yeah, and they're not as they're always hyped up, and this year it's kind of the spotlight's not on them, which is a great time for them to make a run.
Yeah, and whenever he gets the ball in the paint, he always like finds a way to get in the hoop. It's so impressive. And they play UCLA, so.
Go U Club.
And that's your championship team.
That's my dudes. So let's just I'm just gonna do this for a quick shout out to your dad. So if you weren't paying attention or if you didn't know, we have a tournament challenge. We have like a group for March Madness that it's too late to enter, but people entered. And currently, Aiden's dad is in first place. So that's fun. And Uncle Josh, proud of you. You picked a great bracket, but he's also in first place in our family bracket, and he used the same exact bracket. So that's impressive, but I'm kind of rooting against you. No offense.
Yeah, well, we're only through the first weekend. A lot could happen this weekend, the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8.
It's true.
But
Aiden's tied for 4th. I am tied for last place. Aiden's mom is also tied for 4th.
Yeah, her bracket busted because she picked Kansas.
She picked Kansas, so that's going to be rough. In second place, the non-Uncle Josh is Aiden's friend, Scal. Is that?
Oh, yeah.
Scal, yeah.
Yeah, Scalabrini or Preston McCullough. We call him Preston McCullough, but for a nickname, we call him Scalabrini.
Okay. Well, congratulations, Scal. All right, so let's talk about our Final Four and how it and you know what? We can just we'll play it by. Oh, yikes!
What happened? You're in last and everything?
Oh, it's just not like this is bad. I didn't know my bracket was this bad, and I have except Except for Aiden's mom, me and Solano cheese.
Oh yeah, Noah Solano.
Okay, Solano. Me and
Yes.
Solano cheese both have the lowest max. Besides Aiden's mom, because she busted. So
Yeah.
it's just not looking good.
Yeah, I don't
My
know
Final Four is terrible. On the South and East side, I have Baylor and Marquette.
Oh well, that stinks.
My Midwest and West is Houston, UCLA. And my
Okay.
championship is Baylor, UCLA.
Oh, yeah, that
In a
sucks.
very close game.
I
So
have
that's
my Final Four. The only one I have wrong is Marquette. I have Alabama, Texas, and UCLA, and Alabama and Texas is my championship. So we're still doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's very feasible.
Yeah.
Good word. That's bad. Oh my gosh. My South and my East Elite Eight is also completely wrong.
How'd you do so bad?
I don't know. I have Virginia and Baylor in the South, and Memphis and Marquette in the East in the Elite Eight.
You had Virginia going to the Elite Eight? Are you crazy?
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. This might have been a bracket where I just picked the winner, and then I did ESPN Smart Pick, and I had them pick my bracket. I'm not sure. I did a couple of those. I'm not saying that's what I did, but that could have been what I did, because I don't feel like I ever made a bracket with Virginia going that
I was
far.
about to say, a lot of people picked Furman to beat Virginia.
Well, I didn't.
Yeah, I know. You had them going to Elite Eight.
Guess what my best bracket is, though? My best bracket, it would not be in first place, is the highest seed. I literally picked the highest seed, and I have 94.3% correctness.
That's really good. I have my best bracket is a women's bracket.
Well,
97.3% correctness.
Both my women's brackets are 22.6%.
Mine is 97. I have like almost 500 points.
I have Ohio State going all the way.
Oh, well, that's why.
Did they lose?
No, they made it to the Sweet 16, but
yeah,
I don't think.
They're playing UConn.
I
smart bracketed this one. I had no idea. Oh, my Final Four, except for Washington State. It's Notre Dame versus Ohio State in the finals, and Notre Dame, Iowa, and Washington State, Ohio State. So that's what is wrong with the divisions in women's? Greenville 1, Seattle 4, Greenville 2, Seattle 3. What the heck is that?
I don't know. I don't follow women's college basketball.
I don't either, but I just checked, and literally, like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like how it's like East, West, Southeast, Midwest, whatever. That's weird. Greenville 1, Seattle 4. Okay. Oh, I'm not to complain. I'm not going to complain. Okay. Well, that about covers it for NCAA men's.
Yeah. And the Sweet 16 starts tomorrow.
Sweet 16 does start tomorrow, Thursday, March 23rd. 23rd.
Yeah. I think the first game's Kansas State and Michigan State, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, also, tomorrow's 3/23/23.
Oh, yeah.
For some people who were interested in date stuff, there you go. Just thought of that on the fly.
Yeah.
Pretty slick. Okay, well, getting into the NFL, Austin Eckler has been granted permission to seek a trade. Why are the Chargers getting rid of him?
They're kind of idiots right now. I don't know what they're doing.
Bold. That's very bold. I know we're like all Colts fans and we're cool dudes, but we don't have to absolutely come on here and roast the Chargers because
they lost to the Jaguars in a comeback game. They blew a 27-0 lead. Justin Herbert is very overrated. Austin Eckler is their best player.
That's true. I wouldn't. Yeah, I actually agree with that. Justin Herbert is. I'm
good, but
never mind. We're coming on here roasting the Chargers. Justin Herbert is terrible. He stinks. He's so bad. He literally he's so overrated. He's done nothing, and he's so overhyped. Like, he's a piece of crap. He's done some stuff, but nothing to prove himself. He doesn't have any playoff wins, I don't think. Why is he so like, oh, he's so good? He's done crap. He hasn't done anything. So why is he overhyped? Why?
It's a great question. The Chargers, like, they haven't done anything, even in their division. The Chiefs have won every year that Justin
Well, yeah, that's also tricky. So, like, the Chiefs, you got to give them
I know, but
like
the Chargers said last year in their offseason, they're like, we're trying to build a team to compete with the Chiefs and try to beat the Chiefs. Well, last year they went 0-2 with the Chiefs and took they lost in the wild card to the Jaguars. So not a very good year.
No, not a great year. I didn't realize that. I agree. That's a dumb move.
Yeah,
he was really good this past year.
He's been good every year, and he's like he's a receiver. He can catch the ball. He can run the ball. He's explosive.
He's getting older.
He hits the holes, but I'd still sign him. I mean, if he's obviously performing the best out of everyone on the team, I would definitely sign him.
That's true. Okay.
But
yeah.
Quick Chargers roast.
Yeah. Felt good. Cut it all out. Okay, one sec. Let me chew. One sec. Keep talking. Do something.
Dante Hightower.
No. Okay, stop. I'm gonna grab my radio voice, okay? Just tell me how this is. Dante Hightower retires after 9 seasons, 3 Super Bowl wins, and 353 tackles. Oh, and to go along with that, he's got 27 sacks. How was that?
That was very interesting. I don't think you should work for. I don't think you should be on the radio. I would not like to hear Eli Winkler on the radio.
My voice gets super. Hi guys, my name's Eli.
You sound like Mickey Mouse.
I sound like I've just inhaled helium.
No, Dante Hightower. He's only played 9 seasons in the NFL though.
Well, he's giving out a lot of hits.
Yeah, that's true, and he's a linebacker, so.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess, again, he won 3 Super Bowls. He's accomplished a lot. But, I don't know, like, if you'd want to retire, like, that quickly. Just because, like, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I understand he's taking hits. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's been injured a lot either. So,
Yeah. I haven't, not gonna lie. I hate the Patriots. How do you feel about the Patriots?
I don't hate them. I don't love them. It's just like I actually do like Bill Belichick as a coach. He's one of the best coaches that has ever coached a game.
That's true.
But I don't really like Mac Jones. I feel like he's
my thing is the Patriots and Colts used to have like a little rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a thing anymore. I mean, you're still.
Oh yeah, it was Peyton and Tom.
Yeah. And I remember that in Chicago hating them. And Tom Brady is a Michigan guy. So all my friends ever say, like, Tom Brady, the best quarterback, went to Michigan. I'm like, yeah. And he was very average at Michigan. He didn't do...
Yeah.
He was
That's why he's like a late round draft pick.
Yeah, exactly. It's like watching, like, UCLA in their quarterback and being like, wow, this guy's going to be the GOAT in the NFL one day. Like, no. He's an average quarterback. And I'm not sorry if UCLA's quarterback is really good, but
he's actually pretty good.
Okay. Well, I picked them to win my bracket, so you're welcome. Don't screw it up. But like, no 7th round. He was a sixth, 5th.
I think he was a 6th round.
Yeah. No 6th round draft pick ever should be the GOAT.
Well, he is.
Yeah, and that's just crazy because Tom Brady is crazy. But that's a once in a century type thing.
Yeah.
So that's why I hate the Patriots. Wow, I didn't realize that's what I was still talking about. Okay, I went off on that a little bit.
I wasn't sure if you were hating on Tom Brady or the Patriots. I wasn't sure where we were going.
Oh, back to Dante. Yeah, good for Dante.
Did you see the Texans?
You practice your radio voice.
I already got a radio voice.
Okay, let's hear it.
I don't need to practice. The Texans signed
Well, you gotta have some like some pizzazz, some energy. Texans signed Dalton Schultz from the Dallas Cowboys.
That's energy. That's just a deep voice.
Okay, but you also have to like boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You can't just be like, Texans signed Dalton Schultz from Dallas Cowboys. Nobody wants to hear that on the radio.
Well, we're not on the radio.
Okay, well, just try it out. I just want to hear it. Calm down.
Texans signed Dalton Schultz from Dallas, and they also signed Devin Singletary from Buffalo. And we just lost Eli. I think Eli, I don't know what happened to Eli, but and the Texans also traded for Brandon, they got rid of Brandon Cooks and sent him to Dallas. Oh yeah, Eli's back. Do you think
did our recording stop?
No.
How long does it say for you?
21 minutes.
Oh, mine says 16 seconds.
Oh yeah, that's your fault. What happened over
Sorry,
there?
I just got frustrated you didn't do your radio voice, so I clicked the leave button.
Eli just left.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. That is a great sign.
Which one? They got rid of Brandon Cooks.
I
They
wasn't
signed
sure
Dalton
what you
Schultz
were.
and Devin Singletary.
Oh yeah.
Do you think the Texans are going to be like?
Dalton Schultz stinks.
Do you think the Texans are going to be like competitive in a few years?
Yeah, in a few years. That's not much. I mean,
Yeah.
It's a good start, but
Yeah. I don't know why they sent Brandon Cooks to Dallas.
yeah.
They must have exchanged with Dalton Schultz. Which Dalton Schultz, he isn't terrible.
Are you serious?
He's not the worst tight end.
Dalton Schultz. I'm just gonna check his stats from last year.
Yeah, well, he's not George Kittle or Travis Kelce. I understand that, but name the Texans tight end from last year. Can you name who was the Texans tight end last year?
I don't know any Texans players other than Davis Mills, and I don't
Exactly. So that's why they need Dalton Schultz.
Yeah.
It's the Texans right now.
Yeah.
They're a really bad team.
They're gonna need more than a couple of years. It's gonna be like 5, and they could be good.
You don't think they're going to be like the Jaguars, where they're 2 years in and they're already making the playoffs?
No, I don't. The Texans are not the Jaguars.
Yeah. Well, and the Jaguars also got a great coach. But
Exactly.
it also depends who they got in the draft, too, which C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young right now.
Yeah! Woo! Go quarterback! Okay. Buccaneers signed a bad quarterback. Do you still think this bad quarterback is a good quarterback?
By the way,
before you answer, never mind. Answer and then I'll say.
well, I was going to say, by the way, his name's Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield. But so if you haven't already, pause podcast, go to YouTube if you're not on that, subscribe to that channel, and check out our shorts. And we post podcast videos there. It's a little blurry. I don't know. We're trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
But Baker Mayfield, we recorded a short. We do YouTube shorts. We filmed one, and it was blindly ranking the top quarterbacks. It was fantastic. I did so good. My list was Derek Carr 5, Baker Mayfield 4, Josh Allen 2, or Josh Allen 1.
Josh Allen was 1, yeah. Matthew Stafford and Deshaun Watson were the other two.
Matthew Stafford 2, Deshaun Watson 3.
3.
I was very happy with that. But the audio is messed up, so he couldn't post it. But Baker Mayfield, he would have went 5 if I was not blindly ranking. He stinks. He's so terrible. He's
he's like, I feel like he's maybe too overconfident, or like hypes himself up a little too much, and then he goes out and doesn't really do much.
Who's worse? Who's your least favorite player in the NFL?
I don't really know. Probably Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Okay. Who do you hate worse? Donovan Peoples-Jones or Jackson Mahomes? That was totally random, sorry.
Jackson Mahomes?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really...
Idiot.
Well, I know Jackson
Mahomes is not an idiot. He is so cool. If you're listening to this, don't stop.
He just, I don't know. He uses his brother's like public platform to be like, just do dumb stuff on TikTok and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, off topic. Buccaneers signed Baker Mayfield. Do you believe Baker is a good quarterback?
No, not really. I
believe Baker Mayfield is, if you looked at all of the starting quarterbacks in the NFL this season, he would be 30, 31, or 32. He is one of the top 3 worst quarterbacks in the NFL.
I'm not gonna say I agree to that yet because I don't know.
Who's worse than Baker Mayfield?
Well, probably the Falcons quarterback, whoever. Desmond Ridder.
Yeah. Okay.
Trying to think I mean, there's a lot of teams. Who's the Jets quarterback? Well, Aaron Rodgers.
It's not Aaron. Okay.
It's going to
actually, that's no. Okay. Well, that's perfect because that's what's on the script next.
Yeah.
Perfect. Could the Colts take Lamar Jackson instead of drafting a quarterback? Or should Lamar Jackson go to the Jets? So, I have heard a lot of Aaron Rodgers is getting old. Only 1 or 2 more seasons left in him. He will be out of the league. You're going to give up most likely a first-round pick and something else for him, and then you have to pay him. Or you could give up a first-round pick and another first-round pick and get Lamar Jackson for a lot longer than you could Aaron Rodgers. So, should the Colts take Lamar Jackson instead of drafting? Because now, with the Panthers trading up in the draft, and the Texans behind them, those teams are both going to take quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
The Colts have the 5th pick.
4th.
The other 2 teams, 4th pick. The other team, the Cardinals, will not take a quarterback.
Yeah.
Is it the Cardinals?
Yeah.
They're not going to take a quarterback. Anderson. They've got Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Yes. So, who are the Colts going to take? They can take Will Levis. They can take Anthony Richardson. I don't like either of those options personally, especially not Anthony Richardson.
Exactly. So it's like pick your poison. Would you rather have Will Levis or Anthony Richardson, or would you rather have Lamar Jackson as a Colts fan? And then as the Jets, I think, you're in a lot better of a position because you're dealing with 2 really good quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers, who's won 2 MVPs in the last 3 years, and then Lamar Jackson, who won an MVP in the last 5 years. You're dealing with 2 really elite quarterbacks. I think after signing Lazard, the Jets, I feel like they were leaning more towards Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
But I can't predict what the Jets GM's going to do if he's going to take Lamar.
Yeah. This is a bias because, like, we like the Colts, so I can't ask, like, who would you rather see him go to? Because I'm going to say the Colts 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
As a
don't know
Colts fan.
because I feel like the Colts have done this. I mean, obviously we've had older quarterbacks. We have Carson Wentz, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan. They're all a
We've
lot
had,
older
like,
quarterbacks.
5 different quarterbacks in the past, like, 5 years.
But then we're gonna trade for another quarterback. So it's like I feel like everyone that's around the NFL and knows about the NFL, they're like the Colts have to draft because they've already traded the past few years for quarterbacks and it hasn't worked out. So I feel like everyone already has in their mind that they have to draft. And then now Lamar Jackson's an option. It's like, do you take him? Do you not? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a shock, I feel like, to maybe some people because everyone thinks that the Colts will draft. And the Colts should have traded up in the first place.
You said
What
it was a
happened?
shock to some people, so I went, yeah, so, yeah. Were you still talking, or was that your rap?
No, that's my wrap. Go on to the...
No. Panthers signed Adam Thielen from Minnesota. Was this the right move for the Vikings?
I don't know what they're going to do with... Is Kirk Cousins still under contract?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Kirk Cousins I don't really like. So Eli obviously has no idea what he's talking about. So we don't know if Kirk Cousins is under contract, but...
I'll check. I'll check.
I'm not sure, but I don't really... Do you like Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
I don't like Kirk Cousins.
I just like his personality.
Oh, so... So you don't even care.
I'm not talking... Yeah, he's an alright player, but he's not someone who I want to be... He's getting older, so I'll keep him for... He's 34, so I'll keep him for until he retires.
Mm-hmm.
And then get another person.
Yeah, Adam Thielen. So the Vikings obviously have Justin Jefferson, which he's elite. But they get rid of Adam. And the funny thing about Adam is he was undrafted and got like a job, and one like summer or something he showed up to like a Vikings, like it was like a kind of like a training camp, but for like people that wanted to, kind of like try out to try to make like the practice squad or whatever. And he ended up making it, and he just went up from there with the Vikings. So, question is, I don't know if he's going to be as good as a receiver as he is in Carolina. He might be. I just don't know, how he was so comfortable in Minnesota and stuff.
Yeah, but even though he's so comfortable, he's a really good receiver, and it's hard to go from really good to really bad, so.
But also,
yeah, I don't think he'll be the same, but he'll still be good, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the Panthers needed a receiver, and they finally got one, because C.J. Stroud was going to be throwing the ball to himself.
CJ.
If he got drafted. Or Bryce Young, whoever was getting drafted.
You say that. So say CJ Stroud again.
CJ Stroud?
You say like Stroud.
Stroud?
Stroud. I say Stroud. CJ
I don't
Stroud.
say Stroud. I say Stroud.
Well, CJ, if you're listening, tell us how to pronounce your last name. I'm just throwing out all these guys, hoping that they're listening. There's like a -% chance that they're listening, but it's alright. If we can get them to listen, that'd be great. Let's try that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Last NFL, why is the cornerback, not quarterback, not the person on offense, the person on defense, also known as a corner. Why is the corner market so cheap right now for teams?
The cornerbacks and safeties, like they've been just like going all over the place for super cheap prices. It's been ridiculous. Like some of them are being like signed for like $9 million for a year. And it's like, and some of them are elite cornerbacks. I mean, $9 million is great money, but for how elite these guys are, and you should be signing them to long-term contracts. Like Darius Slay is going all over the place. Like the Eagles lost basically their whole secondary.
Yeah.
But like everyone's just like, all the DBs and cornerbacks and safeties have just been like, I don't know why it's been so cheap and why teams have been. I don't know if it's like the expectation. Like once one DB got signed super cheap, it's like the expectation for the rest of the teams. Like we're not going to give them this much money or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kind of like a domino effect.
But that
wraps up the NFL.
crazy. Yeah. And it wraps up the NFL.
You can lead the NBA.
The NBA, because hey, the playoffs are starting soon, so you'll start watching, right?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. So in the NBA this week, I think on Friday or Saturday, Thunder and Clippers play, and the Thunder are a very, very young team. Like they're kind of actually like the Pacers are a young team this year. The Thunder are a young team, and the Thunder right now are actually in the playoffs, which is surprising because of how young they are. The Pacers were competing for a playoff position. I don't think they're going to make it, but both of these organizations have to be super happy with the direction that they're going.
Yeah, I agree.
Eli's a diehard Pacers fan, by the way.
Yes, I am. Oh my gosh, Dwayne Washington Jr., you are my favorite player ever.
He also is a big fan of the Pacemates too.
So, they did some really good cheers at the Pacers game I went to. I've been to one Pacers game in my life. They were really good. I just thought we were sitting on the opposite sides of the court, so we couldn't see their cheers. But from the back, what I saw was like really good cheers. So, I'm a big fan.
And then my dad.
What,
Well,
Richard?
my dad, he's made a bet. If Dwayne Washington made an All-Star game, he would get you season tickets to the Pacers.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, has that happened yet?
It's coming. It's coming. He's really good.
Yeah, maybe. I don't.
Apparently, he's on the Knicks.
I don't follow him as closely as you would.
Yeah, I do. I follow him on. He got cut from the Pacers because
He stinks.
because he was getting paid way too much. Because he was getting paid like $100 million, and he wanted more,
sure.
or way too little, and he wanted more, and they couldn't come to an agreement, so they cut him. And then the Suns signed him to a two-way deal just because they wanted to see his potential, and they were like, "Yeah, no, we were not going to pay you that much because you are just." Like they said, we'll pay you $99 million, but not $100. He was like, no, I need the $100. So they were like, nope, no can do, cut him. And then now he's on the Knicks, and he's on a two-way deal. I think the Knicks are gonna pay him. So.
By the way, that is all fake news.
That's factual news. I don't know what you're calling fake. He literally averages 2 points per game in this season. This season, he averages 2 points per game. He's German. Did you not know that? He's German.
Okay. I don't care if he's German, but 2 points per game is terrible. 1. 2. If you're getting 2 points per game, you're probably not getting 100 million. We could probably get 2 points per game.
That's true.
Okay. Last game of the NBA, Bucks.
Oh wait, no, wait. That's assists per game. He's averaging 8 points per game. That's way better.
That's still pretty bad.
Okay, pal.
Bucks and Nuggets play, and the Bucks and Nuggets Bucks are first in the East right now, and the Nuggets are first in the West. And the Bucks, Celtics, and Nuggets have already clinched their playoff spot. So this will be a good game because you might see this in the final. I'm not gonna say both 1 seeds will make it, but this will be a good competitive game against 2 1 seeds. I think the Bucks will win just because they've been very, very hot, but the Nuggets have been underrated all year.
Yeah. What time are we at right now?
40 minutes.
Oh, okay, we're fine. We're chilling.
Yeah, we're
okay.
doing good.
Yeah, I agree.
You want to go to baseball? We're about a week from tomorrow's The start of it's opening day.
Yeah. March 30th. 29th. 29th.
30th.
30th. March 30th, yeah.
It's a Thursday.
Yep. MLB. We're heading there, right?
Baseball, yeah.
The Japanese. Wow. They win over Team USA in the WBC finals.
Japan went perfect through the whole
Japan
tournament.
did not lose. And Shohei Ohtani is the MLB is so dumb. The MLB is so incredibly dumb. Just pause from the WBC. The two best players in baseball, apparently, Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout, are playing on the same team. And that same team that they're playing on is terrible. First of all, it is in the West Coast, which restricts a lot of viewing for majority of the population. Only a little bit of people get to watch them.
Yeah.
Second off, why are they so bad? They are literally the two best players in baseball right now are on the same team, and it's bad. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Something's not right about that.
Well, last year they fired their manager, so that doesn't help. They're also in the division with the Astros.
They've never made. I don't think they've made the playoffs.
Not with Shohei.
Exactly.
But, they also are competing against the Astros. The Astros have a ton of good players. Like, you can't build a team on two players. You got to have other players to rely on.
Nope. No, you can. 2014 is the last time they made the playoffs.
But my point is, like, Shohei is only pitching. I think their pitching hasn't been that great. I could be wrong, but I think Shohei's only pitching maybe twice a week.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
Sometimes once a week.
About once a week.
So, if he's only pitching, he pitches great and all that, and he gets hits and whatever, but he's not pitching every day on the mound. So you have all these other pitchers. So I don't know, and I'm not sure, but I think their pitching staff. I know, the manager that used to be there, Madden. He used to, be the manager for the Cubs, and he would, overmanage the pitching and everything, and that he might have done that in LA when he was with the Angels.
But that's not an excuse. But if you have the two best team players in baseball, like, at least let people watch them. Like, they are in the worst location for viewing.
Well, I've watched them.
I cannot get their games. Like, they
just stay up late and watch them.
Exactly.
On summer nights, you're up late. Just turn them on at 10 o'clock. They got the 10 o'clock game.
Yeah, but, like, if they are in the West, it's good for the people in the West, and the people in the East can still watch them because it's earlier.
Yeah.
It just makes more sense. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, we can't move the Angels, sadly. You can't move them anywhere. I mean,
I think they should not be on the Angels.
Well, Shohei, I would not be surprised if he.
Yeah, he better.
I feel like gets traded or something.
Yeah.
But in the Angels their division is going to be. I think the Astros won the World Series. The Seattle Mariners are going to be. They were in the playoffs last year. They're going to be good. Julio Rodriguez is crazy. And then the Rangers kind of came up a little bit last year. I think they ended just under 500 or just above 500. So they weren't great, but they started to compete towards the end of the season, and they made some trades towards the end of the season. And I think they signed Corey Seager from the I think they have.
It's good.
And then I'm trying to think who else is in their division. Oh, no, not Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks in the National League. The Angels. You don't know?
No, I don't know.
Ah, gosh. I'm trying to think. You just keep talking.
So yeah, and then Shohei played for Japan, and the reason I brought up the Angels was because Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout, that's how the game ended. Shohei struck out Mike Trout to win the WBC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And his reaction was great. He threw his glove and was like, yeah, like just yelling.
Yeah.
And then the other Japanese players, the cultural difference is crazy because, credit to my dad on this when we were talking about this on the way to school this morning. But in the US, if you win, you are like screaming and you're like, yeah! You're just hyped. But when they won that, Shohei was like doing that. He threw his glove. He was happy. But all the other Japanese players came out and there was not like a dog pile. They came and they circled up and they just started jumping around.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's how they celebrate. In the US, it's like you're like frustrated, you're mad. And so when you win, it's like so good, but it's such a good feeling, but you're still mad. So you like yell and let it out. But yeah, it's just crazy the differences between how the same sport is played in different areas.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
I think that's a wrap.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we got anything else?
No, I think that's about it.
All right, so we'll see you next week. This was a big episode. This was number 10. Next week is my 9th episode on the podcast, and it's going to be a special episode because we will be doing it on spring break. Me and Aiden, he will be in Mexico, I will be in Florida, and we will be recording. Yeah?
That's in 2 weeks.
No. Oh, wait, we have spring break at different times?
Oh, you're going next week?
Yeah, I'm going next week.
Oh, I'm going the week after.
Oh, that's sick. So I'm going to be in Florida next week recording.
And then I'll be in Mexico the week after.
Oh, that stinks. I'm sorry for your loss.
My loss?
Yeah, you have to wait another week. That's rough.
We have a 4-day week, though, so I'll be fine.
You're an idiot. Okay, well, we'll see you guys next week. And, yeah. Woo,
Eli, you better be tan.
Nowadays I get what I want. Lately been spinning a bag. Addicted to getting that cat. Addicted to popping them.